Welcome back to the Pineal Room University. Sunflower leaf, my people. Yes. Now, photosynthesis occurs in the leaf. Yes. And it occurs in a green pigment called the chlorophyll. And the green pigment chlorophyll is housed in the chloroplast, right? And the chloroplasts are loaded in the upper surface of the leaf in an area called the palisade layer. The palisade layer is just below the cuticle. Yes, that is that waxy glassy like structure that gives the leaf surface that glassy appearance. It prevents the water from penetrating the leaf, so water can run off when water falls onto the leaf surface, as well as it prevents gases from escape the leaf, right? But the undersurface of the leaf is where the magic happens, because the undersurface of the leaf contains some tiny pores, millions of tiny pores called stomata. One is called stomate. Now the stomate is very unique because the stomate collects carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide is needed for photosynthesis. It is one of the raw material, along with water taken up via the root. Now we have the carbon dioxide, we have water. We need the chloroplast chlorophyll to trap the sunlight. So now we have the chloroplast chlorophyll, we have the water and the carbon dioxide. It's time to trap the sunlight energy. Now, the sunlight energy is trapped by chlorophyll. This energy is used to break the water bonds into positive hydrogen ions and negative oxygen ions. Now these positive hydrogen ions then combine with the carbon dioxide gas to form what is called glucose, C6H12O6 plus oxygen, right? Usually 6 moles of oxygen in the equation, 6 CO2, 6 H2O in the presence of sunlight. In the chlorophyll, 1 mole of glucose is produced and 6 mole of oxygen. This is where also 666 comes from. All right? Now, my people, after glucose is produced in the leaves, the glucose is combined with nitrogen, sulfur, and different mineral ions to make protein, to make fats, to make different nutrients. Not only that, the oxygen that is produced after the sunlight split the water molecules, the oxygen that is produced is used in the night in a process called aerobic respiration by the plant. And this oxygen is burned in the presence of glucose that is also made during the day during photosynthesis. So the reverse of photosynthesis is aerobic respiration in plants. So plants carry out photosynthesis during the day, and at night they carry out aerobic respiration. Now aerobic respiration occurs in what is called the mitochondria of the plant. Now the mitochondria, more than one, mitochondrium 1, these are like little solar panels. Yes, in which glucose is fed and burned in a process called aerobic respiration to produce what is called pyruvic acid. Now pyruvic acid or pyruvate enter what is called the Krebs cycle or a citric acid cycle, where the pyruvate is further metabolized to produce what is called adenosine triphosphate or ATP. These are some energy molecules that is used to run cells, right? Support other physiological processes. So respiration, aerobic respiration in essence is a nighttime process where glucose is burned in the presence of oxygen in the mitochondria, and ATP is produced, energy. Usually 36 to 38 ATP is released from the citric acid cycle. Now, this ATP is used to funnel enzymatic reaction, physiological process, DNA replication, etc., etc. and heat is released as a byproduct. Now the heat that is released from the plant, why are we not seeing plants sweating, plants overheating, plants going through heat stress? Plants do not, but the environment in which the plant located can induce a level of heat stress onto the plant, and so the plant will experience it. But internally, the plant cannot overheat because the mitochondrial process of respiration is very efficient, right? So the energy that is released is at max, and the heat that is released is minimal. So systems that are operating efficiently normally does not overheat, right? They produce minimal amount of heat. And this is how the human body should work. And this is how our environment should work if they are operating optimally and they are, alive. So, like plants, we should not overheat. Plants carry out photosynthesis during the day and aerobic respiration at night. Thank you very much. Next time I'm going to come to you and ask you, what do you think is the reason why you have the smaller plant flowering before the larger plant, yet they were both seedlings planted together as seeds? They experience the same condition. What driving the difference in the reproductivity and the growth? Thank you very much.